Hello everyone and welcome to the Blueprint Podcast, a podcast that is hosted by me, Aubagwe. I saw this post from one of the people that I follow on socials the other time, and it got me questioning the mental state that we are in as a society. Let me just quickly share it with you guys on the screen so that you guys can also follow. As you can see, it's a post by a South African DJ named Night Essay, and he captioned the post, "I fail to understand how girls are sometimes. Hi, I'm defeated." And I too shared these sentiments when I read the screenshot that he shared. Quick disclaimer though, I do not know what the original post said for women to have given out such hurtful comments referring to their partners, or in some cases their previous partners, as it, right? But what was even more disturbing for me was how women acknowledged cheating on their partners and their partners forgave them, and instead of telling the partners that no, I don't want the second chance, I don't want the forgiveness, rather they went to social media to humiliate the partner. Don't even go as far as mockingly writing about how their partner found out how she talks about him to her friend behind his back, and he stayed. Like, why don't you just tell them to leave? Why don't you just say that you prefer rather for you guys to break up, instead of writing humiliatingly so about your partner and then calling him an it and making him stupid for him to think that you've changed, he can forgive you. It's said that we live in a generation where a lot of men's emotional experiences get turned into memes, jokes, even trending sounds. A man opens up about a breakup, it becomes a punchline. A man gets cheated on, social media laughs. A man expresses pain, he's told to man up. What women don't realize is that those jokes don't just vanish into thin air. Instead, they just land somewhere. They do land somewhere. And too often they land deep. They land in silence, in shame, and bottled up trauma that a man would normally experience. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to say that all women do this. I'm not even here to generalize or point fingers. But we have to be honest that some behaviors have become normalized, especially online. Mocking men's pain, downplaying men's depression, invalidating men's emotion, cheating, manipulating or humiliating a man, then turning it into content, breaking a man's emotionally and calling it just a joke. We've created a culture where women can say, "I broke his heart, but it's fine, he'll be okay," without realizing that emotional pain affects men deeply just as much as a woman, right? Ladies, you need to be cognitive of the fact that men do feel, men do break, they do cry, they hurt. They just don't always show it like most people like them to show it, right? And when a man's emotional suffering is ignored or mocked, it creates something dangerous within him. I believe it goes with any gender for that matter, because pain doesn't disappear, it transforms. Some men collapse inward, they get depression, they isolate themselves, become suicidal, or even commit suicide. Others explode outwards, they get anger, resentment, and they become violent. And neither is healthy, neither is safe. We have to understand that. This is where the conversation around GBV comes in. I'm in no way saying that jokes cause gender-based violence, but the culture of emotional neglect, the culture of men must not feel, men are dogs, the culture of humiliating men publicly, it feeds into a bigger problem. When we stop seeing each other as human beings, we stop respecting each other's emotional well-being. When we normalize hurting one another, who pays the price though? Society does. Ladies, some of the things that get laughed about online, they actually destroy men on the inside. And not all men can process the pain in a healthy way. And we can't talk about GBV without also talking about emotional responsibility on both sides. Men are responsible for their actions, absolutely. We all have a responsibility in the emotional ecosystem, remember that. Because every broken man was once a hurting boy who didn't feel safe to speak. It is time to bring empathy back. It is time to stop turning people's trauma into punchline. It is time to remember that men have hearts too. A simple shift can save lives. Respect each other. Listen to each other. Stop weaponizing pain. Stop laughing at wounds you didn't cause but might be deepening it. If we want to reduce violence, if we want healthier relationships, If we want safer homes, we have to rebuild emotional respect for every single human being. Men are human, their feelings matter, and the sooner we treat them that way, the closer we get to a society where love, not pain, becomes the norm. Let's do better for ourselves, for our partners, for our society. I am Obakwe. This is the Blueprint Podcast. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it.